live video. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Qazi from cleverprogrammer.com. We are live on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. This video, we're going to be covering a little bit more technical stuff related to Python. Okay, so if you have been like, when is Qazi going to teach us some more technical stuff? Don't worry. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about more technical things along with the soft skills that are needed, okay? Some of the things that we're going to be talking about is what is the best web development framework for Python, okay? What do those frameworks, the developers who develop in those frameworks, what do they get paid on average? And we're going to be talking about the best code editor for Python. Alrighty, and I'm also going to be looking at your guys' comments and checking them out. Did you put them?
Yeah, I said if you're excited for the stream.
Yeah, buddy. Cool, cool, cool.
Good start, 40 viewers already.
Yeah, awesome. We got nobody on Facebook. What's going on? Everybody sleeping? We got some people on Instagram. Hi, Bring It Jude. What's going on here on YouTube? Let's check it out. Dude, I got a coup for programming. All thanks to you. What does that mean? But I'm happy that happened. Jillian Reynolds says, nice shirt, Qazi. Thank you so much. Yes, finally, I'm not looking homeless. I get it. I also got a haircut. I'm looking fresh, on point. For people who want to feed into my self-validation and need for love, just telling me that my haircut is looking on point, which to be honest it is, but it's still nice to read it. And it's Qazi, Qazi. I love you guys, but you know, please guys, somebody just spell my name correctly. I get it spelled wrong so many times, including the emails where it's written right on top. It says Qazi and they write Quasi, and then these people wonder why they're not getting the jobs or those interviews that they want. Details, guys, they matter. Pay attention to details. Thomo says, hey man, just got finished watching part 2. I love you. I love you more, Thomo. Thank you, and I'm happy that that helped you. On point, bro. Somebody says I'm this guy's neighbor. That's weird. I have a guess who it is. Is it Pasha? Is that you? Pasha, are you watching this live stream? Oh, maybe I should tone down this guy a little bit. Wait. Oh, the gain is really down, so maybe they can't even hear me. And in this video, we're also going to be talking about how you can build your own Python freelance character and take your own skills up as a Python freelancer, okay? If you want to be a Python developer and work with a company or be a side hustler, you're also welcome here. I'm just going to be focusing more on this freelancing part, and I'm going to be kind of talking more about that as well. Larry says, thank you so much. Love the portfolio. Guys, the second video is out. Make sure in the description it lets them maybe know that a little bit. But guys, the second video, the part 2 of the masterclass is live. Okay, this masterclass is what shows you how you can become a Python developer in less than 90 days and get that first paycheck. This masterclass is absolutely free, and in the first masterclass, we covered a lot of things like soft skills. We covered just overall lots of things, like, for example, your Python earning potential, how much you could be looking to make. Okay, so if you haven't watched the first one, go watch it. It's absolutely free, and it's in the links in the descriptions below, so go enjoy that. And I have some other stuff for you guys. Let me just pull up some of my notes. Coolio. And let me make this half on this screen. Bada bam, bada boom. Whoa, what did I press? Being a programmer and all, I should really learn how to use my computer. This goes here, and this goes here, and we are golden. Okay. For people who are having trouble opening up the portfolio, guys, it's just like literally, I made it so you can double click and open it, or you can just go and open a new file in Chrome. If you're still having trouble, Google how to open an HTML file. That's it. Just Google how to open an index.html file, and Google will give you all your answers. Okay? Because in the second video, we go over all of that. Okay? So in the second video that got launched today, I show you the #1 secret to how you can become that developer in less than 90 days. Okay? This is if you don't have degree, you don't have money, you don't have time, and you don't have technical skills. It works for all of you guys. I also go over how I went from being a 2.0 GPA student and making $100,000 in 1 year, and I kind of give you guys that as well. Okay, so I give you how I did that while being a bad student. So some of you guys can relate with that, and it would help you knowing that you don't need to be smart enough and see that practical path. That's also in there. Yeah, we're going to do the Q&A for a little bit. But yeah, so where this live stream, where the idea kind of got conceptualized in my mind for this live stream, which is, I say, build your Python freelance character, is I remember when I was younger and I would play video games like Sims or like Skyrim, or I used to play this one game called Dragon Age Origins. And what a lot of these games have in common is you have a character, and whatever you do with this character, you get these skill points, and your guy becomes better and better in those particular skills. So for example, if you're playing a game like Dragon Age Origins, and your guy is focusing on being a mage and he's doing spells or whatever, or if your guy is being an archer or a swordsman, whatever, as you spend more time with those weapons or those things, your guy levels up in those skills. Or take Sims, where when your guy spends more time reading books, he becomes better at reading more books, and also he becomes more knowledgeable, so now he can make new foods that he couldn't make before, and he can do a lot of things he couldn't do before. Or if he spends more time in the gym, your character gets those skill points in the gym, he starts getting better, and then it takes him longer to get hungry and all that. And there was a point in my life where I kind of loved games. And then what happened to me was I kind of realized that if you spend time on yourself and you build up those skill points just in life, it's kind of the same way. Even though there's no gamification happening, the GUI bars are actually not building up, and you can't go somewhere. You don't get a notification for it, right? And when you log into life, when you wake up, you don't get a little notification that goes, boop, you got 100 points for sleeping on time and getting 7.5 hours of sleep. You don't get a little notification for going to the gym today. You don't get a little notification for being nice to your parents. You don't get a notification for getting your girlfriend a little gift. And what starts to happen is when we don't have that instant gratification, we look in other places. Those other places could be video games. Those other places could be things like drugs and alcohol. And those other places could just be, whatever, like places where you're fine, like Netflix. You're watching Stranger Things. You're watching House of Cards. You're binging on some anime you just found. And that happens to us a lot, and that happens to me at times too. And as you compare what you're doing in those video games and in those movies and how the drugs and alcohol might make you feel with where you actually are in real life, the contrast, it hurts, because one thing is so awesome and fun and instant gratification, whereas this other thing, you're getting farther and farther from your goals. Every day you're just sitting there like, if I just started going to the gym. I had that thought like 7 years ago, and I thought I was too old to go to the gym 7 years ago, and if I had just done it, what would I look like right now? Or you have that thought, oh man, I knew I could have done that job or started that business, and now my friend's doing it, and look how well he's doing. Or I should have started a YouTube channel, and look where that would have been now. Or I should have done this or that, and look where that would have been now. But then, boom, switch. Let's watch some Stranger Things, baby. Let's watch some House of Cards. Let's watch some Fargo. Forget about everything else. And we kind of get caught up in that. But here's a cool thing. If you can get over that instant gratification thing a little bit and not getting those little notifications in life, and you start to really focus every day, you take 10 to 15 minutes analyzing where you are, your own life is kind of like being that video game character. If you spend more time dealing with tough conversations, maybe you're at work, at whatever your current job is, and you go in to ask for that promotion, it feels uncomfortable, your heart's pounding, your hands are shaking, you're sweating. Whoo! Scary, right? But when you go and do it, and you get through it, and maybe you get that promotion, what just happened? Your skill points improved in negotiation. And now you could use those skill points at other jobs. Isn't it freaking cool? Like, after you kind of realize that, why do you need to play Skyrim? You kind of don't. What happens when you put some time into going to the gym? After a little bit, weeks, a few weeks, you'll start to see some results. And now you're putting points into your own physical fitness and getting better. Your character in real life is getting better. And guess what? When you put that controller away, the character doesn't go away. It's still there with you forever. If the lights go out and the game ends, or the hard drive crashes and all your saves are gone, it doesn't matter, because that character is you, and that's there forever. That doesn't run out of batteries. If you spend time coding, like Python, for example, or whatever language, and you're coding, you're building your coding skill tree. You're becoming a better developer. And if you spend time doing this and you're building cool projects, it literally feels just like playing a game, except you might be making 6 figures doing it. Isn't that nice? Now contrast that with playing video games, watching Stranger Things, abusing drugs and alcohol, and sitting in your mom's basement, versus playing this other game called being a developer, web development, working on projects that feel literally like a game, except it's like a glitch in life and people are paying you money for it. And at the end of the day, you have something to show for it, and you're doing this from a nice apartment overlooking a lake or something. I don't know, whatever it is that you like to overlook. Maybe you could be overlooking dumpsters. That's your thing. I don't know. That is something that excites me. These skills, if you work on them on your own in real life, when everything else goes to shit, these skills are there with you forever. They're there with you. They stay there with you, and you're getting money as a benefit, as a bonus, and now you can not only support yourself but your family. You also don't have to feel like you don't have confidence. You also don't have to feel like you have that lack of control in life. Because doing these things and working on yourselves gives you that control in life. Okay? So this is something important to keep in mind as you move forward. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about web development and the differences between different frameworks. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit technical, and we're going to talk about Python. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to look at some of your guys' what you guys are saying, maybe some comments, maybe some questions, and kind of answer that. No questions so far. Not too many questions. I am looking for some questions that I can ask for you guys or answer for you guys. Can you make neural network tutorial for beginners using Python? Yes, I will be doing some stuff with machine learning later on. Not at this moment in time, because I'm focusing more on web development with Python. But don't worry, this is something that excites the hell out of me. So I will be doing some neural network stuff. And I'm going to be bringing on best developers in the world on this channel. And they're either going to be helping me build some kind of awesome curriculum for you guys, or literally I'm going to have them make some videos for you guys too. So AI or whatever it is that you guys want to learn, not a problem. Here's what I urge everybody to do right now. I'm going to give you like 20 seconds as I go through these Q&As. Have a pen, paper with you, because the things that we're going to be talking about are extremely valuable. You don't want to miss them, okay? I would share the slides with you, but again, I'm on 3 different live platforms, so I have to respect that, because if I share the slides with everybody on YouTube, Instagram doesn't see that, and if I share something on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram doesn't see that, so I have to respect all that. So guys, go get a piece of paper, pen, whatever, and write these things down, because they're going to be very valuable to you as time makes progress. Okay, so there are 2 big frameworks in Python, but before we talk about frameworks, let's talk about web development in general, okay? Web development has to do with developing things on the web, everything you see online. And one of the main things I want to kind of touch on is websites versus web apps, okay? Or basically like solutions to problems. So regular websites, I want you to think of like, imagine, I don't know, your regular contact me pages, your restaurant websites that are super boring and just, I don't know, have like static stuff on it. You can't really do much there. You just go, you just read their menu, that's really it. Or it maybe has some dude's phone number and you can call them or email somebody. That's your static website. But those things you can build in WordPress or Squarespace. If you guys are not familiar with these, open another tab and type this in so you can learn, or write these down so you can learn them later. Yeah, actually don't open other tabs right now. I want you guys to pay attention right here to me and just write this down, and then later you can open up other tabs and do this, okay? So WordPress is basically like a point and click build a website. Squarespace is a point and click build a website thing. Wix and Weebly similarly. Those things people don't pay you a lot for. Those are commodities. You can have a 12-year-old learn it very quickly. And also a lot of those are outsourced, and there are a lot of people that can do them, okay? So any skill that's easy to do, you're not going to get paid for, okay? But a skill that takes a lot of time and is difficult, you're going to get paid for it, and quite a bit, because it's hard to replace you. Like right now, and think about this, where you are working, how easy do you think it is to replace you? If the answer is pretty easy, then it probably also makes sense what you're getting paid, right? So if you think you're getting paid some low income, and then you think that it's not that hard to replace you, put the 2 and 2 together, and the reason why you're probably making a lower income is because that it's easier to replace you. But now, as you start to get more specialized and as you learn more skills, it's harder to replace you, okay? So generic websites that you can build with WordPress or whatever, they're not too hard to do, so you don't get paid much for it. But the things that you do get paid for is, for example, and I'm going to use big company names so you guys can tie that in your head. But most of the times when you're starting out, you don't have to work with these big companies. You can get started with a lot smaller companies that are under the radar and are trying to get their foot off the ground and get going. But with the things that you get paid for is, for example, like Spotify is a music streaming problem. And if you can solve it, that's something you can get paid for. So that's like a web app. How about Domino's, right? Where you can go, and it'd be really boring if the pizzas, just pictures of them were there and you just had to call them and order something. But it's pretty dynamic. You have to click on it, you can order, you can increase your order, you can change your order. When you're in their app, when you put mushrooms on your pizza, you can choose if you want to put half on one side and half on the other. You can choose what's your quantity, you can delete and you can remove. So for all of those things and being able to add that functionality, that's a solution to a burning problem. And the developers that got hired to do that would get paid a lot. Same thing with Snapchat. There's a huge networking problem there to fix. How do you have all these people in the world sending each other pictures? It goes fast. It doesn't crash the entire website. And they're able to send pictures and videos like instantly. Boom, boom, boom. How do you do that without your servers being overloaded? Right? And here's a word I'm going to give you guys. It's called CRUD. So write that down. That's one of the things you have to know about as a web developer and be able to do pretty fast. CRUD. C-R-U-D in caps. So if you guys are here, write that in comments. And also write that all caps, CRUD. And then I'm going to tell you guys what it stands for too. Okay? So write that down on your notes. And once you guys write this down on your notes or your hands, I don't really care. Write this down. Then let me know. Say something like 3. I don't know. 3. Yeah, number 3. Just say 3 once you write it down. It'd be better if I just had them say CRUD. Cool. CRUD means read. It means create. Just making sure you guys are paying attention. It means create, read, update, and delete. Okay? 4 things. I don't know why I do it like I'm in Germany. In the United States, we do it like this, 4. But I think it's just cooler when I do 3 like this. I think it's really cool. So I'm going to keep doing it. But that's what that means, okay? CRUD. Create, read, update, delete. Write that down next to you on a piece of paper, preferably. And what that has to do with is I'll give you examples of where it's applied. When you're in Domino's app and you're trying to create an order, for those of you guys who don't know Domino's is a company that delivers pizzas. They solved a pizza problem. Okay? When you create an order for a pizza, that's what part of the CRUD? I'm not going to quiz you guys as you guys watch this live stream. When you create the pizza, what part of CRUD do you think that is? Is it the C? Is it the R? Is it the U or the D? What the? Why is it taking them so long? Okay, good. Eric, cool. Thank you for being the cool one. Yes, good. Gamers ProTube, he says, who doesn't know Domino's? You'd be surprised because, for one, you misspelled Domino's, my friend. I think you're talking about the Domino's game. Domino's Pizza is spelled differently. Legendary nerd laughs. Some people say I want to 8 now. Roasted live on cleverprogrammer.com. That's what happens when you try to roast other people. Get your own game in check. All right, anyway, sorry. Got off tangent. Okay, so that's the create part. Now, what about being able to, let's say you put that order, but now you want to change that order. Okay, now you want to make that order something different. What part of the CRUD do you think that is? When you've already created the order, but now before hitting checkout, you're like, I don't want pepperonis on my pizza. I just want some green peppers and jalapenos. What part of CRUD is that? Good. That's the update part. All right. And before I go further, for those of you guys who are like, what are we doing? Da, 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 da. Web developers get paid $110,000 a year. And believe it or not, this is one of the things that is massively helpful. And right now, I know I'm having you just like kind of learn it and regurgitate and memorize it. You're just like, oh, it doesn't make sense. But I promise you, right after we're done with this, I'm gonna kind of give you examples. I'm gonna be giving you examples of it, and this is gonna be one of those things that saves you years of your time and also helps you. Now it's researchable for you, so you can actually look at online tutorials, be able to do this, and get those jobs that pay you a lot. And you don't need years of experience to get these web development jobs. Like in my PLC 2 or my video 2 part 2 of the masterclass, okay, that got launched. It's called Why Most Programmers Are Broke. In that one, I also share with you what things I was working on and what client paid me $20,173.30 for 2 months of work. And it was pretty much just me knowing CRUD and working on it. So now let's continue forward. So you guys know, you guys have it in your mind why this can be actually really important and helpful for you. All right. Now, when I am, let's say, let's just do last one. And this is so obvious. If I don't want my pizza anymore, I'm just angry. I just called Domino's service, and that lady just didn't have the right attitude. She just pissed me off, rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm like, all right, all bets are off. And I go and I hit X on that order. What part of the CRUD did I just do? Yeah. Oh, god damn. It was closed. Sweet. Good job. You guys know your stuff. Patty, that's hilarious. Patty Pooh says, I do that all the time. Delete. Nice. That's one of my friends too. He always made YouTube videos of guitar and he deleted them. And he would have had millions of views, but instead he has 0 views on his guitar channel. Yep, good job, guys. It's the delete part. So if I delete my order, I've deleted. So again, CRUD. Create, read, update, and delete. Okay? And lastly, I want to give you an example of the read part. What if you have ordered your pizza, but you don't know what the heck you ordered, and then you go click view order? What part of CRUD is that? Create, read, update, delete. What part of the CRUD is that? You being able to go, oh, what the heck? What pizza did I order? You know, clicking that view button. Boom. Man, you guys are legends. Some people say we're lost. It's okay if you're lost. You just have to probably watch the stream a little bit back. But just to keep you up to date, if you're new, right, if you just entered the stream right now, we're talking about web development and how in web development, there's something, a very big concept called CRUD. And it stands for create, read, update, and delete. And now I'm giving you examples of Domino's. A big company like Domino's uses CRUD. A company like Spotify uses CRUD. For example, if I want to add a music to the playlist, maybe that creates a new music in my playlist. So that's create. If I click on it, that goes into it, that's read. And if I want to maybe shuffle it, I don't know, that's like updating it. And if I want to remove it from my playlist, that's delete. Okay. Same way with Netflix. Same way with YouTube. All of these apps can be pretty much summed up with one word, if you want to call it, CRUD. Okay, that's what we're talking about. And right now, we're just quizzing everybody live on CRUD and making them understand the concept of this. Looking at comments, just whoa, nice.
This guy's answering everyone's questions, and he's really good.
Okay,
He's the moderator. For
awesome. Tomo is now the moderator of the chat because he bribed us first with some with some super chats. No, just kidding. He's doing a good job with the chat.
He's really active.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't even know you could make moderators. Well, welcome, Tomo. Yeah, so CRUD is love. Okay. So for those of you guys who are new, write these things down. Best development frameworks in Python. There's Django, and then there's Flask. Write that down. I'm going to come back to that point, okay? What we're talking about is the big picture view of web development. We're talking about how much Python web developers get paid. So according to Indeed.com, if you look at it right now, average Django Python developer makes $110,610 every single year. And one of the key concepts their entire job could be summarized in is with one word, CRUD. Okay? So say it with me. What the CRUD? I get paid $110,000 a year for CRUD? What the CRUD? It's crazy. So if you've written down CRUD, if you've written down Django, if you've written down Flask, all these things you guys can research later. Also, Python web developers and how much they make, you could research later. We've talked about WordPress and Squarespace being able to build boring sites, but Python can help you build web apps, okay, that can provide solutions. These are not things that you could just do in Squarespace and, point and click. These are things that you have to use real powerful programming languages for to solve problems with things like Dropbox. Cloud storage problem solved with Python. YouTube video sharing problem solved with Python. I've already talked about Spotify, Reddit, a social network for sharing links and threads, and I don't even know. It's very complicated for me. But Reddit was a social problem solved with Python. Instagram, similarly, a photo sharing problem solved with Python. So you can see that these massive companies are using it. Google, a search engine problem solved with Python. Okay, so you have to build really custom solutions for it, and ultimately, again, it comes down to CRUD. All right, it comes down to kind of one thing. And CRUD is all over in games as well. When you're playing video games, okay, when your character creates a new weapon, then being able to see that weapon, you click View Weapon. If you want to then add a little bit of firepower to that weapon so it increases its damage, that's what. Be thinking about it. So as I ask you, just quickly in your mind, just be active. Don't just sit there passively watching it, just breathing. Because if you're just breathing and watching, why even be on this stream? You're not getting anything out of it, okay? So I want to respect you and your time. So that's why I tell you to actively learn. And as I ask you questions, just be quick and be right there. Have your pen and paper and just write down answers to everything I'm saying. Kind of like I'm right there with you, okay? All right. What did I just say? Do you remember? I lost my train of thought.
CRUD and then you're talking about how...
I got it. Games, right? Okay, so when you add magic to your weapon, that's the update part, all right? And then when you maybe don't want that weapon anymore, you don't want that shield anymore, that's the delete part. So keep thinking about CRUD as you're going through life and be looking at things like that, because that's another thing that can be helping you build your own Python freelance character, okay? You're building the skill points. So maybe in your skill tree you have Django, and as you put more time into Django and build that skill tree, right? Then maybe you learn about things like CRUD along that Django tree or that Flask tree, and you become more and more valuable, getting yourself closer to being able to land those jobs that pay you $110,000 a year. Oh, look at this. Proof I went to. You told me to show this, right? Proof I went to Oakton Community College. Look at this. Is it showing correctly here? Whoosh. Look, I have a mustache. My pen. So if you guys are enjoying this so far, give me a hell yeah before I continue. Because if you guys are not super chatting me and paying me money on YouTube, you guys got to give me something so I continue. Keep this right here. Man, Monster has to sponsor me at some point and pay me for this.
Damn, chat is going crazy.
Yeah? Okay. Good. Good.
Everyone's type.
This is awesome, man. I love these guys could be here. Like, I wish that we could just be in, like, this seminar place, and then I could just, like, help everybody. I'd just be running around and be like, boom, 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 and helping you guys build your things. Huxon says, I love your face. No, Huxon. I love your face more, my friend. Okay, so sounds like you guys are loving this. I want to pause for a moment before I continue. Again, a lot of these things I go into deep in my Profitable Programmer Masterclass, which I just launched. This class is absolutely free, okay? FREE, so you have nothing to lose. And I have just today released part 2, and part 2 is called Why the Best Programmers Are Broke. And in part 2, again, I show you how you can become a Python developer in less than 30 days if you have no time, no money, no degree, and you feel like you're old or whatever. And I'm just saying these things so people who jump into the live stream now, they know where to go and what to do, okay? In this part 2 training series, training video in my Profitable Programmer training, I also go over how I made $104,000 as an Oakton Community College student. And apparently I have this pen too, which is cool, because just proof for you guys. Not that I know you guys believe me, but just want to throw it in there for those of you guys who are like, I don't know. And I go through that, and I also show you guys literally my behind the scenes code, some of it that I use to build this Python app. Okay, for that client who paid me $20,000 for 2 months of work, less than 2 months of work. And I got that client in 90 days of me going from zero coding skills, knowing nothing about coding, knowing not a single line of code, to then landing this client in 90 days and then making $20K with this client and then going on to make $100K that 1 year. Okay, that was my first year I started to code. And that was my year I was doing Python freelancing. So if that's something that interests you, right now, pause what you're doing, open a new tab, click the link below. It's called cleverprogrammer.2/masterclass, followed by whatever. And it'll take you right to the masterclass so you can sign up for it. And then as the 3 videos that are supposed to get launched, they're going to get sent right to you. Also in the second video, I'm going to be giving you your portfolio as for a Python freelancer. And it's built specially for Python freelancers that you can literally download, okay, and steal from me. And then what you can do is it has a My Work section. So as you continue your journey as a Python freelancer, you can plug and chug your Python projects in this portfolio. So I'm going to be just giving away a full-on portfolio. Again, by itself, this would be like $100 or $200 course, but I'm giving that portfolio away to you guys for free. I'm also sharing the behind-the-scenes code. For those of you guys who have missed part 1 of the training, big mistake, but it's still up. All of these training videos are up for a limited time until I take them down. But in part 1, we cover a lot of things. A lot of things. What do we cover?
Damn, putting me on the spot. Worksheet, we give them a calculator, we show them their Python potential. Yeah.
So in part 1, like my friend said, we show you your Python earning potential, and we have put together a calculator for you that can show you what your earning potential for as a Python freelancer would be like. Okay, so for example, say that you got one client at $50 an hour. You work with that client for 10 hours, and write this math down too, because I'm going to go through it fast, because I went through it in my last live stream. But I'm going to start again. $50 an hour. You work with this client for 10 hours a week, and that's one of the lowest rate you can charge as a Python freelancer. Week 1, you make $500, and in monthly, you make $2,000, and yearly, from that one client, you make $24,000. $2,000 pays for all this extra stuff, phone bills, Netflix, Hulu, whatever, office, rental stuff, car insurance, dental insurance, I don't know, whatever. And the $24,000 you could be using to start a new startup, or put in a 401k, or Charles Schwab, or make that investment you've always wanted to make. Extra income does not hurt. And I help you calculate your Python earning potential by giving you the calculator you could literally steal and download. And then also have a worksheet for you that helps you figure out your Python freelancer lifestyle. Again, all of that is for free. Unbelievable. I can't even believe I give you guys all this stuff for free. So just go and take advantage of it. All right, please. Would you do that for me? If you're here, go ahead and do that. Link is in the description on Facebook. Link is in bio on Instagram, and link is in description on YouTube. Now, with that shameless plug being out of the way, let's continue moving forward. Okay, Sheldon. Here's what I want you to do. On YouTube, I see you say, when I load the Profitable Programmer portfolio, I only get plain HTML. I want you to email us. I'm not going to announce what the email is, because then this YouTube video gets watched and this live stream gets watched and everybody just emails us at once. Go to my website, cleverprogrammer.com. At the bottom, hit continue to website, and then go to the contact page, get our email from there, and then send me an email, and I'll personally get on a call with you, and I'll help you figure out how to put that portfolio together for yourself, Sheldon. Okay? Also, for those other people that might be going through the same problem, don't take the index.html file out of the folder. Everybody, this is for the people who went through part 2 of my training, which is called Why Most Programmers Are Broke. And in there, I let you download a portfolio app that's built especially for Python freelancers. And when you open up that portfolio, you literally have it. You've just stolen it from me like this. And I have video instructions on how to copy it. But if you take out that index.html file that I gave you in the folder and put it somewhere else, and then double click and open it, it'll kind of give you wrong stuff. Meaning it'll give you only a plain HTML file without CSS there, meaning the styling. So think of it like a human without clothes. HTML is like a person without clothes who's just naked. And then the CSS part, the cascading style sheet, is what gives you that style, puts on that clothing, and makes you look good. Okay? So you're still a person, meaning your website still exists with HTML. You still have links and you have words on it, but it looks really boring and it doesn't look interesting and it just creeps people out. But then when you add CSS to it, then it makes people feel comfortable and actually enjoy spending time on that website. Okay. Man, we are making some dough.
Oh, wow.
We're making some money on YouTube. Man. All right. Monkey says, how much money does the Create Apps course cost? Monkey2316. Again, I want you to go to my website, hit continue to website, go to contact, email us, and I will tell you exactly how much the course costs just for you. Okay? If I am on the live stream and if I say how much the course costs, if this video is being used later and the course price has changed, whether it's down or up, it will just confuse the heck out of people. So I don't want to do that to people and confuse them. I want this video to be up there forever and give value to everybody, okay? So make sure you go to my website and you email us. And what the hell, I'll just say it. It's support@cleverprogrammer.com, okay? Just email us there. I don't care how many people email us there. We'll reply back to most of you. It's hard to reply back to everybody because there's just so many people. But we promise we'll try to get back to every single one of you, whatever questions you have. So Monkey3216, thank you for the donation, and we are going to answer your question. All right. Tiffany N. Smith says, I want to help clients generate leads creating custom quizzes. Is Python the best language for this? Okay, Tiffany. I actually have experience with generating leads with creating custom quizzes with Python and without Python. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If your job requires you to know programming and build this with Python and integrate this with Python, then yes, Python would be a very good choice to make this happen. But if you're just looking to help your clients generate leads so then you become a more profitable consultant or they pay you more and you become that trusted advisor, you don't have to do this task on your own. You can use an amazing service like typeform.com or you can use surveymonkey.com to create custom quizzes and qualify leads essentially, okay? I assume that's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to ask your leads. If Tiffany asks a question in here, just let me know in the stream. But basically what you're trying to do, I assume, is help your clients qualify the leads that they're getting and make sure that they're good leads, right? These are people who actually will not waste the time of your clients. So something like typeform.com is great. It was awesome for me when I was trying to get one-on-one students for Clever Programmer and work with them one-on-one and do mentoring. Now I don't do as much mentoring. I've pretty much, I haven't been doing one-on-one mentoring for a while because I want to provide content to all of the students. So that's why I've kind of stopped, but I was using Typeform for that. Hopefully that answers your question, Tiffany. But again, if you want to use something with Python, look into Django and you'll be able to put together custom quizzes fairly easily. Look on Stack Overflow and that'll point you in the right direction. Thank you for the $5 donation. Yeah, qualify leads from social ads. I figured, yeah. Cool. Glenn says, I would like to do a CRM project. Awesome, Glenn. You can use Python for a CRM project as well. In my part 2 video, why best programmers are broke, or why most programmers are broke, I literally show you again that app that I made, and I show you some behind the scenes code. And that app that client paid me $20,000 for, that app is actually made with, that app I made, and the project was on CRM. So I built a customer relationship management system for my clients, and I give you guys a little sneak peek of the work that I did and some of the work that was involved. This live stream stuff is pretty cool. I like answering technical questions. It's me going. Also, it's probably the monster. Matt, you're welcome. Hey guys, on YouTube or wherever, who was able to download the portfolio and it worked well for them? Just say, what should we have them say?
One.
My friend always comes up with one. Okay, so say one if you were able to download that portfolio and it worked well for you. Also, I'm scared my live stream might die on Instagram. Let's just check it out. 9%. Okay. Keep reminding me to check it out. Okay. So monkey 3216 just emailed us.
Okay.
So just respond back. And let's see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So for people, it worked. For some people, it did not work. Thomo, thank you so much for moderating the chats. He says he has school tomorrow. Thank you. And you did a great job, Thomo. Enjoy your school. Somebody says 0.5. Why couldn't you download it, Naruto? Yeah, it's supposed to show you the final file. And in that final file, when you click, it's a folder. When you click in it, it has index.html. Come here, dude. Just so they can see your face. Your face looks on point. They want to see you, bro.
I want to stay mysterious.
No, right here, bro.
They're not ready for me right now.
Now they're going to think I'm crazy and I'm just talking to myself. Just say hi to them. They miss you.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? There we go. That's my boy Mustafa. Goes by Cluxio. Cluxio. Glenn, link is in the description, my friend. So go ahead and do that. Guys, just go through the video I put together for you. That will help you get the portfolio. All right, anyways. Now let's talk a little bit about Python frameworks. So there are two big frameworks, Django and Flask, like I've mentioned. Here are my recommendations. Flask is pretty simple, but the problem is that, okay, let's just talk about quickly what a framework is. So if you were to do web development with Python, you would have to pull out your hair, not because of Python. Python is awesome, but because web development, you'd have to write all your own code. But if you use a framework with Python, like Flask, the benefit of that is that it does all the big heavy lifting for you that you don't have to worry about anymore. So creating servers and making things go online on a website, okay, make other people be able to see your website. It's super easy. You can do it with just a few lines of code. Flask is super lightweight. Again, as I'm talking, write these things down. Flask is pretty lightweight and it's cool. But the problem is because it's too lightweight, sometimes you have to write a lot of code to make things work. Whereas Django is a little bit more advanced looking and can be confusing sometimes, but it's what we call batteries included, and it comes with a lot of libraries, a lot of big things, juicy, meaty things built in there. So think of it like a bunch of developers who gave up and had sleepless nights, got probably divorces because they worked so hard and like got huge eye bags writing all this code and creating this amazing thing for you. And now you could just steal it with just a few lines of code and use it. Okay, so think of Django like that, and you could build things pretty quickly. So me, I'm personally more a fan of. Your mic is too good. I can hear you gulping down. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Monster, and I did not know you guys could hear me gulp. Okay, somebody just said, can we see more Cluxio? I don't know, guys. Do you guys want to see more of Cluxio?
Type 1.
How much would that? Yeah, type 1. Always his idea, type 1. How much would that suck if they're all like, none of us want to see you? Like, they just start typing zeros?
I'll just take over, and then you could voice me, and then I'll just move my lips.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, create apps and land your first client with Python course. It will be pre-recorded, but you'll get each piece of content like a week from now, like every week, essentially. Oh, man. Oh, man. Akash Ronaldo. All right. You heard him. This is what they want.
Yeah.
Somebody just says HLK, Come on in, bro.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Cluxio back again. Welcome back to Qazi's live stream. Boop, 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 boop.
All right, Cluxio. So talk about some technical Python stuff and help.
I
them.
will not be able to answer any of those questions, but if you guys need some photography help, YouTube help, I got you guys.
Yeah, he's just a pretty face for this live stream. We both got our like haircuts today. I was looking on point.
My hair is kind of messed up right now.
Yeah.
I didn't gel it up or anything, but straight out of the shower, we are looking fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's been like my brother. We became friends when, dude?
Like when we were 10 years old.
Like 10 years old. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, it's hilarious. Okay, sorry guys. All right, inappropriate. Back to the live stream. I was born in Pakistan, and I was born in a very, very, very small city that most of people don't even know exists. It's called Peshawar. And every time I say that to people, they're like, haha, pea shower, like a pea shower. I always get a kick out of it. And he was born in Pakistan as well, but he's from Karachi. Okay. So literally everybody who comes to the United States from Pakistan is from like two cities, okay? It's Karachi and Islamabad, and that's pretty much it. Every other city, nobody makes it out of there. And, nobody does. They're all just stay in Pakistan, even though they try to come to America. I came here at the age of 9, and then I met him about when I was 10 years old, and then we have known each other since then. So it's been a long journey. I'm now 23 years old, and we used to be like little tiny babies, and we used to make these stupid videos, and now we grew older, and we still are little tiny babies that make stupid videos, except now we just have beards.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally the only difference.
30 years, long-time friends. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were that old.
No, not 30. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm from Kazakhstan. Exactly. It's pretty much the same thing as
cool,
Pakistan.
Man.
I mean, it's just a little spelling difference. Wow, pom-pom. Laughing emoji.
Love the glasses. Mine or Qazi's?
I'm from India. Cool. It's not such a small city. Lahore, Islamabad. I'm from India. Cool.
Damn, I look pretty cool on Facebook.
Peshawar cannot be called a small city.
Grew up in Chicago.
All right. Okay, so we're going offline on Instagram. I want to give you value before Instagram goes offline. Okay, so I have 1 minute and 20 something seconds. Okay. Give a round of applause to Cluxio. So send the clapping emoji. Okay, so web development. Django developers make about $110,000 a year. Django is my more preferred framework. It's a little bit advanced, but if it's taught to you the right way, you can pick it up fast, and then you don't have to look back. Django is my preferred way to go. Write that down. Second, best text editors or coding editors for Python. So there are a lot of them. There is Sublime Text, there is Atom, and then there is PyCharm. Sublime Text and Atom you can use interchangeably. Sublime Text, the annoying thing is it keeps asking for purchase, whereas Atom is completely free. So you guys can just download Atom to write your code in. PyCharm is my personal favorite IDE or let's just simplify and say coding editor. It's my favorite, but I would recommend you guys to get into PyCharm around the 2nd or 3rd month mark of your coding, because it is a little bit more technical and it is a little bit more advanced. And in the start, it might confuse you more than it helps you because of how big it is. But again, it's just a few practical things you need to know, and then boom, 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 you're all caught up. Look at this, how many claps you're getting. All right, oh, damn it. I couldn't give my outro to Instagram. It's okay. Instagram still knows we love them. Okay, just saving it, and then I'm gonna hit share. Cool. All right. So for someone who wants to enter into web dev, what would you advise them? Django seems challenging with their setups and admin. Django is honestly pretty simple to get started with. Just the starting part is sometimes tricky, but once you get past a little bit of starting time, it's pretty easy to build things up really fast with Django. So again, I'm a huge fan of Django, but if you have extra time in your life, learn a little bit of Flask, maybe spend a week learning Flask, and that will show you the things you need to be doing with web development and how you're doing them, because you're going to be writing each line of code yourself. You'll get a good grasp of what the heck is going on. And then when you do them in Django, you'll just be like, oh, it's just like this thing I did in Flask, except it's easier now. And it won't confuse you, okay? So that's really it. And let's put this, or actually, sorry, I'll just do it. Oh God. Okay, got it. See? Easy peasy. Selfie stick, guys. This is awesome, by the way. Boom. You can increase it. Boom, like this. And then it has this remote, Bluetooth, so you can press this button to take a picture. You can change it landscape or portrait mode for your phone. And this Bluetooth thing, it's like a remote, and it even comes out. And then you could put this far away and you could take a picture. And then last thing I didn't show you guys, this is pretty cool. You could actually, it has a little tripod, and boom, you could put it on the table, you know, and then set it up, and there you go. And it's very compact. Once you pack it up, it looks like this. Man, I should be doing some affiliate marketing. Damn. All right. Yeah, free advertising, unfortunately. But feel free to super chat me on YouTube. So if you super chat me and pay me money, I will love you, and I will answer. I answer everybody's question, but I might go deeper into your question. But just make sure it's a good question. Unfortunately, I'm not getting paid to advertise that, but I should be. Elias says, do you play any video game? If so, which ones? I used to play a lot of video games and love them, but again, as the title of this stream, which says build your own Python freelance character, what I realized was my life was like a game, and if I built points, I could stay with them, and they don't like leave you when you end the game. And that's when it hit me, and I just stopped playing video games. And like before, I would guilt myself and be like, why am I having just a conversation? And I'm talking about when I was young, like 12, 13. And I'd be like, why am I talking with people? I could be spending this time in the video game and my character would be leveling up. Now when I'm about to play a video game, I'm like, why am I going to level up my character in a video game when I could be leveling up my character in real life, me, and building those skill points up? So now when I close the game, the character is still there. And when I sleep and wake up, the character is still there. And if my hard drive is lost, or my PlayStation is broken, or my Xbox is broken, or my computer is broken, or the lights go on in my house, the character is still there. And then in life, I just had to decide which character I was going to be building. And at some point, I was like, okay, you know, Python freelancing for my career situation. I was trying to do IT, absolutely hated it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be building an IT character. I hate that freaking character. And then I found Python, And then in Python, I found freelancing, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be building a Python freelancing character, and boom, 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 let's go. And that's when I really stopped playing games. Qazi level, it's hilarious. Rose Stratus says Qazi level 23. Yes. Gio says, what's your skills besides Python and Django? Absolutely none. I'm useless. Don't really know anything. Just get by with luck. Okay, other skills. I couldn't see any questions, so I guess it's time to brag, bring out the big guns. Not really. But other skills you kind of have to know as a developer. They're not that many, but and you can learn them as you go, and they're kind of interchangeable and mixed together. Okay, so for example, I know multiple skills. So when you know Python and you know Django, there's some other things that you end up learning along the way without even trying. So HTML, CSS, that's one of those things you end up learning. Okay, maybe you can learn other tools like JavaScript. Okay, and we'll get more into that, and maybe later. Actually, in the next live stream, I'll talk about APIs. All right, I'll talk about APIs. I'll talk about HTML and CSS and how it all connects with Python. I'm taking these notes so I could talk about this. And got to take them faster. Actually, I have a better idea. Why don't I do things that you guys want instead of coming up with my own things, which I'm pretty good at, but you guys are better at it because you know what you want more than I do. So in the comments for the next live stream, why don't you guys tell me what I should cover and what you guys would like to know, and if those things are good, maybe I'll go over them in the next live stream. And just keep looking at the chat whenever you get a chance so we know what things, because sometimes what happens is we close out and then the live chat goes away and we lose everything. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Front end, back end. I forgot. Yeah, that's a good one. Front end, talk about back end, front end, back end, and full stack. Jesus. Okay, I also don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much in one. So I'm going to be trying to give you one tip after another, and I'm going to be trying to go live every single day, so don't miss out.
Machine learning deep learning.
And before I continue forward, again, guys, all of this and more, I've put together the Profitable Programmer Masterclass for you so you can learn all of these things and more. Get your first client in less than 90 days. Get that first paycheck with Python. So go in the link, click it, and then sign up for the masterclass. I've put together 3 amazing, powerful, life-changing videos for you guys in there that will guide you through from what the hell is going on, what is web development, how much can you be earning, what's your Python earning potential, all the way through giving you portfolios that you can literally download and steal, earning potential calculators that you can steal and use for yourself so you can figure out what you'll be earning as a Python freelancer, along with the roadmap that you can follow to become that Python developer slash freelancer slash somebody who wants to do it as a side hustle or work for big companies in less than 90 days. Okay? Without needing a degree, without needing any experience, without needing any technical skills, and without your age being you're in high school or you're about to retire. Okay, so go in the links right now in the description and get on my masterclass, the Profitable Programmer Masterclass. It's in the description on Facebook and it's in the description. Click the link on YouTube and do it now. Okay, that's a good one. Jillian asks, how the hell to use GitHub?
I just wrote that down.
And she says it with 2 exclamation marks. Okay, so we're going to be going into that in the next few days, so keep out, be on the lookout.
When is the third part coming out?
Monkey says, where can you make websites for people for money? Monkey, since I love you so much, Upwork.com is one place to look at, but then there are other problems that arise, like how do you land a client on Upwork? How do you come up with the job proposal? What kind of jobs you have the skills to do now, or what kind of job skills you could be looking to do in the next week or two, and how to prepare for them. So there are a lot of problems that arise, but if you are ready and you want to just look at it and you're interested, go to Upwork.com and just type in Python jobs. Okay, that will tell you what kind of jobs you could be doing. But again, these are things that I'm going to be helping you guys go through step by step, and that's my goal, to help you get that client and know what framework or what system or what roadmap to follow to be able to do that and get past all those problems. Patty Pooh says, I would like to know how much, if any, SQL is used in relation to Python. When you use Flask, you have to know quite a bit of SQL. But if you use Django, there's something called an ORM. There is an ORM in Flask as well. And it's called, it stands for an object relation mapper. Okay, so an object relation mapper, ORM. Write this down, but this won't be important for you till maybe a few weeks into your web development, once you start working with databases. Okay, this was something that I don't know why the hell nobody's explained on the internet, and it took me literally like so long to figure out how to make apps and put them together and make them come to life. So for you, I'm going to be saying this, and write this down again. When you use an ORM, you really don't have to know how to use SQL, and you could be using Django and SQL as one. So Python is SQL as one, and ORM lets you combine the two without having to know SQL, too much SQL. But obviously having the knowledge of it would help you. Hajej Omamia asks, is your class enough or have to follow other courses? My class will give you the roadmap. My course that's coming out mid-November will give you the exact how-to and all the code and everything that goes along with it. And that will be enough for you to go from doing zero Python to having apps and having portfolios, having the tools and the skill set you need to land your first client. And that course will help you land your first client in less than 90 days. Okay, that's the goal of that course. Along with, I'm going to be interviewing people from places like Uber and Google, and people who might even have made Codecademy, and I'm going to try to interview the best full-time Python developers. I'm going to try to interview the best freelance Python developers, Python freelancers, and I'm going to try to put it in a vault for you guys, so you guys can also get those interviews, and those will be massively valuable. Cassandra Blackmon says, will there be any discussion on how to negotiate pay with people who want to hire you? Absolutely. In the PLC videos, I will be covering some of that, and my course will go in a lot of detail about this. My course will be a lot different because of that. 85% of your financial success, guys, comes from your likability, your negotiation skills, your communication skills. 15% of it comes from technical knowledge. I'm not saying technical knowledge is bad. What I am saying is, if you want to be able to comfortably support yourself, get paid what you deserve, travel, spend time with your family, maybe even be able to support your family, and be able to do that as fast as possible, you have to put, when you're building that Python freelancer character skill tree, you want to put those skill points in places that get you paid the fastest. Okay, and have you doing practical things and working on projects and working with companies the fastest. And those are the skills I want to give you. Negotiation is a big skill, and we're going to be talking about that so you can learn it and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Throughout the video, someone keeps coughing. Is one of the CP team getting sick? Don't worry too hard, guys. Don't worry, guys. We drink Airborne. and that helps us stay unsick. Actually immune. It makes us immune. All right. Should I continue watching live or watch part 2? If you're here, sign up right now to the masterclass and start watching the second video. Watch the first video and watch the second video. They're both very important and they're tied together. If you just skip ahead to 2, you're going to miss out on what the heck is going on. And my friend just put the link in below. So go ahead and click that link and join it. Elia says, I'm a community college student. I major in civil engineering, but I recently started to become interested into programming. Any advice? Watch and take online courses that might be free so you can just kind of get the idea of it. And then if you're interested, invest in some courses, good quality courses, but work on practical skills, okay? Also try to find mentors in real life. So places like meetup groups are helpful. All right. But in the absolute start, I want you to spend more time playing and building fun things rather than going through tutorial after tutorial like you have some kind of purpose and burning yourself out. So if you're starting out, my advice is have fun. Doesn't matter if it takes you like, a month or like 15 days to make a simple, age calculator app. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have fun as you go along. You feel like you did it on your own. You gain that confidence and you enjoy it. You have your full lifetime ahead of you to get better. All right. And I'll show you guys hacks to get better faster. My whole thing is getting better faster in months and not years. All right. And that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you become Python developers and freelancers in months and not years. Zakir says, young savage, why you trapping so hard? While you got a 12-car garage, but only got 6 cars. No. I love that song. If you guys are here on this live stream, write down, this is another important note, Rockstar. Oh, I love that song so much. And then there's another song that really grew on the entire Clever Programmer team. And whenever it comes on, we just go like absolutely nuts. It's our new mantra now, and it's called Honey by 070 Shake. By 070 Shake. And I mean, I don't know. There's something about this song. I gotta say, this song is an investment. It's 6 minutes and 30 seconds long. But the more you listen to it, it grows on you. All right? And just go and start listening to it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll enjoy it. And once it's helpful, email us and let us know that it was helpful. So I went 17 minutes above time for you guys. Because we kept delaying the live stream. It was supposed to be at like 2 p.m. Then we had to push it to 5. Then we had to push it to 6. Thank you guys for still showing up. So that's why I'm, going above time. We're supposed to be just an hour exactly. But I'm going above. Let me know, has this been helpful and valuable to you so far? Somebody said Honey 007. That's not it. Nice. Patty Poo says, I can answer that. I found him right after I was laid off, bored, and watching beauty gurus on YouTube. Been following him since. I have hope now. Awesome, Patty Poo. Glad to hear that. And guys, here's one thing I always say It's just as easy to stay exactly where you are, and it's just as easy to continue growing. Simple hacks that I have done to get a lot of results, and I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not even a Python expert. I had mentors, and I followed kind of the right things, quote unquote, that just gave me these giant big shortcuts. And regardless of me lacking in school and being one of the worst students, seriously, like really low GPA, terrible scores on my high school ACTs, and and these were the things that helped me. And some simple things I'll tell you now is it's just as easy to sit while you're eating food and watch Stranger Things, or I don't know, I forget what other shows are there. Suits. I always say House of Cards. Suits, or Office, Game of Thrones. Yes, thank you. There we go. It's just as easy to sit there and watch that as eating food and just watching something on Python. And you don't have to make it feel like it's some kind of thing that you have to do. And if you don't do it, it's like homework assignment. It's like work. Just think of it like, oh, cool, like sweet, I get to learn this. And right after I'm done eating food, you know what? I'm just going to put together something for my friends. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be an insult generator, and it's going to be hosted on Heroku, which lets you put your websites online. And you could be like, they could just go to it and type in whatever, or type in their name, and it automatically generates an insult, or maybe it automatically generates a compliment. So they go to your little Python app that you made, and they type in, Rafe Qazi. My name is Rafe Qazi, and it says, Rafe Qazi, you're awesome. And then, if somebody else types it in, Kluxio or Mustafa types it in, he goes, Mustafa, it says, Mustafa, you're great, or Mustafa, you rock. But if you want to create an insult generator, it could be like, Mustafa, you suck. Mustafa, you're horrible. And it could just be hilarious. So have fun and have these ideas that make you have fun with it. And then you'll improve at the same time having fun. And then you'll improve a lot faster. It's like how animals learn. They don't sit there like the tiger dad is not going like has a whiteboard and this is how you run, this is how you hunt. They just let the kids run around and have fun and then figure out how to do all that. Same way if you're trying to learn football, soccer, basketball, instead of having a teacher sit there on a chalkboard teaching you theory for so long, just go out and kick the damn soccer ball. Have some fun with it. Try to do some tricks and mess up. Try to shoot it in the hoop and mess up. Who cares if your form is off? Who cares if you suck at dancing? Practice it, improve. And then when you watch the video, you're like, oh, I'm connecting the dots. It's fun. And I could be building things as I go along. I could be taking things from my head and putting them out there into the real world that people could use, that people could share, and could not only be fun little games for my friends and family and for myself and inside jokes, which is awesome, but could also be something that could make an impact in the world, could also be something that makes me money, could also be something that gets me that job that I've always wanted, and could also be something that becomes my way of being able to travel and wake up whenever I want to and work from wherever I want to. I just had a talk with one of the students from my older courses, OOP courses. His name is Nazar Mali, and he told me that he's a CG generalist freelancer, and the reason why he loves freelancing, for example, is that he doesn't have to do a commute. That saves him 2 hours. So one cool thing is he can wake up and boom, be at work, so he's never late. Another cool thing is that he's a father and he gets to spend time with his little daughter. He gets to see his daughter grow up. He doesn't have to miss those moments with his daughter, those special moments. And that's invaluable. I don't know about you, but I can't put a price on it. And that's what I mean when I talk about a rich life. It's not just money, but it's other things involved in there. And then he went on to make $1,200 using Python in 4 hours. So after he took my course, he built this thing that he could use to automate these graphics. All right. And he was telling me that it took the team in Brazil 7 days to do this, and it took him 4 hours to do the same thing. And he charged the same as that entire Brazilian team charged. And he pocketed $1,200 and got it done in 4 hours. So think about that. Somebody who works as a graphic artist, or somebody who's working on creating animations and graphics and videos gets to use Python to automate it. So even whatever you're currently doing, you could use it, and it could be practical. It could help you boost your income. Even if you love your job, it could help you get that promotion. Maybe you're not ready to just leave your job and jump into Python, which I get can be scary. I read this comment by this girl, I forget her name, but basically she said, I have a job, I'm a single mom, I have to take care of my son and I have to take care of myself, so I can't just leave my job, but I want to use Python to earn that side income. You could be doing the same thing. I get it. Some of us have a lot of responsibilities and we can't just jump the ship and burn the bridges and storm the boats. We have to go one by one. So why not integrate Python into your life to become more valuable at your job, maybe get a raise. If you can't do that, maybe do some side projects on the weekends. And if you put in 10 hours at $50 an hour, in 1 or 2 days, you're bringing in $2,000 extra. That's $24,000 extra per year. If you add on another client, or you increase your rate, all of a sudden you're bringing in $3,000 or $4,000 extra per month. And now you could start to maybe think about changing from your current job and going Python, all the way. All right. Hopefully this was valuable and helpful for you guys. We have went well above our time. But again, I hope that I was able to bring you value. I was able to be of service to you. If you've loved this, trust me, just take my word for it. The masterclass I've put together for you is going to absolutely blow your socks off. Go in the description link, click it. It's just a class. You can sign up for it. And I've put together 3 amazing videos for you that can honestly change your entire life if you're interested in becoming a Python developer, Python freelancer, or looking to just use this to boost your side income. These 3 videos will take you from literally zero coding skills to giving you the roadmap to becoming that freelancer or Python developer who lands his or her first client in less than 90 days and gets that paycheck. So if you're on Facebook, the link is in the description. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, click the link on the description and sign up. Once you do sign up, type in my friend's favorite thing 1. Okay, I'm going to wait for you. And then after this, we're going to be wrapping this up. So sign up. And once you've done signing up, type in that beautiful number 1. Look at what Sheldon said. Love it.
You said it like 2 times.
Oh, man. It's just, these live streams are so tiring. All right. Woo!
Yo, Monkey! Thank you for the $5 donation! Bah, bah, bah.
Nice. I think it was me jumping around. This guy goes, you had me at 070. It's hilarious. Hilarious.
We need to play that song to end the streams, man.
Oh, yeah, but isn't YouTube going to shut us down?
YouTube, bro.
Hey, let's find some,
It can be like a 30 seconds or under.
No, man, let's not play around with that. That stuff is scary because YouTube is scary. Let's find some royalty-free music. Hey, if any of you guys are artists or something, we'll give you a shout-out, but give us some cool music. Like, I don't know, I like dubstep, hip-hop is cool, some cool beats, I don't know, trap. Whatever you got, give it to us. We might play it through the live streams or we'll play it in our videos. We'll give you credit and everything, and I think it will be cool. So email us at support@cleverprogrammer.com. And
$12 an hour, not bad. Live stream.
We'll do it. No, $12 in 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
But not bad. I get to sit here and talk and, it doesn't seem too hard. Monkey says, I love your live streams, but I can't make it that early. Can you try to make them later in the day? I can try to make them later in the day. This was actually later in the day. It's 6 p.m., right? This started?
Yeah.
CST Chicago time. Where are you located, Monkey?
That's why he already said earlier that this is a good time.
Oh, this is a good time?
That's what he meant.
Okay, so we'll try to make it a little bit later in the day, but to respect the larger audience we have, that's around 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. So unfortunately, we're going to have to do 10 or 11 a.m. These videos will be recorded, and generally I leave my live streams up. I don't leave my webinars up, and I don't leave my master classes up. Like, for example, this master class I've put together for you guys, this is limited time only. I'll be taking it down in just a few days. But something like live streams, they're recorded, they're up, so you can come back and watch them, and you'll get value out of them. Okay, so just go on YouTube and it'll be there. Yeah, if I can go this time, we will. Like, maybe there are some days we might go twice, but generally we would like to go in the morning. That's when everybody is up. All right, so we have some other people who are saying they like this time as well. All right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love your faces off. And YouTube and Facebook. YouTube, I'll see you in the next video. Whoosh.